It really all comes down to how much are you really willing to change your life? What type of pain are you willing to go through? And what type of level of perseverance is needed to go through that pain? What type of mindset is needed? What type of routine is needed? What type of perspective is needed? Is how you view life, how you view things right now. Is that going to help you in the next 5 days? Is that gonna help you in the next month? Is that gonna help you in the next 5 years? It's how you view the concept of the universe, how you view God, how you view the concept of a creator above you. If you feel like you can do this on your own, if you feel like you can do this without the creator, if you feel like you can do this without the Muslim God, if you feel like you can do this without Jesus Christ, is that going to help you in the long run? Right? Are you going to be the person that blames your family member, blames your father, blames your mother, blames your sister, blames your brother? Are you going to just keep blaming everyone? Right? Are you going to blame so and so because you didn't get that job? Are you going to blame, I don't know, your uncle because you didn't get into Harvard? Are you just gonna keep blaming people for what you're facing? Yeah, right. And you need to understand whatever you're facing currently, it's building you. It's shaping you. Whether you like it or not, it is shaping you. Whether it's shaping you in a positive way or whether it's shaping you in a negative way, I don't know. I don't know. But how you can tell if it's shaping you in a positive way or in a negative way is within the next is if maybe in 2 years, 3 years you're in the same place that you were, right? That is how you can tell. That is how you can tell where you are. That is how you can tell if what you are doing right now is shaping you in a good way or shaping you in a positive way. And I think just as human beings, we need to be cognizant of the fact that everything we do is shaping us. Everything that we look at is shaping us. Everything that we hear is shaping us. Right? Everything we say is also shaping us. Everything we say, what you say is so key. What you say is so key for your current life. Right? What you think is so key. Whatever you think about the most is the reason why you are where you are. Whatever you think about the most is the reason why you are facing this battle that you're facing currently. And so we need to be optimistic. We need to be very optimistic, but also taking the action required to turn things around, taking the action required to see yourself where you desire to be or see yourself close to where you desire to be. To be in a situation where your family, your loved ones are safe, be in a situation where your family and your loved ones are financially stable, financially secure, and everything is very smooth, everything is great, right? And that will take a lot of work, that will take a lot of hours, that will take a lot of effort. But we need the mind, the body, and the focus needed to get to that. Right. If it took 90 days to completely change your life, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to do the work it requires? Are you willing to put those long hours in? If it only took 90 days, right? If they say, yo, it will take 90 days to change your life, would you be willing to put the work in? Would you be willing to put those long hours in? And that is something you need to consider. That's something you need to consider. It's something you need to think about and be like, yo, am I willing to put the long hours in? Am I able to develop the discipline to put those long hours in? Am I able to eliminate the distractions that are in my way to put those long hours in? Am I willing to remove the people that are in my way to put those long hours in? Right? And that's just what it comes down to, and that's the mindset, that's the perspective that is needed, right? And the question is, if you don't become consistent, what is the alternative? What is the pain that comes from the alternative? And is it worth it? Right? If you don't become consistent, what is the alternative? Inconsistency. And is inconsistency worth it? Is inconsistency something that you want to last? Is that something that will change your life? Is that something that will change your future? Is that something that will, be the norm? Is being inconsistent because I know a lot of people, want you to be in that path. A lot of people just want you to be that inconsistent person. They don't want you to be consistent for whatever reason. I don't know. If you become consistent, all of a sudden you're an alien. You're different. You're weird. You're doing things outside the norm, which a certain level of success requires that. That's just the reality. A certain level of productivity is needed, and a certain level of productivity requires consistency, right? And if the people around you are not with it, then there is only one option. They need to go. They need to move. They need to remove themselves, or you need to move them. And it's just that simple. Understand why you're doing what you're doing. Understand why you're doing what you're doing, but remove the emotions out of it. Divorce the emotion out of what you're doing, but understand why you're doing it. Right? And another reality is that developing consistency takes time, but it starts with a decision mentally. And when that decision mentally is made, when you don't want to do, when you don't feel like doing it, the mental decision needs to remind you again, look, this is why we're doing this. This is why it needs to be done. And it's just that simple. It's simple, but it's difficult.